You're a big fan of motor cars, aren't you?
Not really.
No,
No.
no, no, no.
Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah.
What's you? This
A to B.
This is the point of the show. Is
Yes.
to talk about cars. So, Matt, all right, fair enough. If you could have your dream car, what would it be?
One that works.
Yeah, you've had a few problems with the car recently, haven't
I
you?
have, yeah.
Has it cost you a lot of money?
It's ongoing costs.
Yeah.
Ongoing
Do you know what's wrong with it, Matt?
Do you know
Is
what?
it-
Not even the mechanic knows what's wrong with it. That's what they said to us.
Is it user error?
No. They've just
You
said,
sure?
I'm sure. They said it was the coils. They replaced the coils.
Where are the coils? Where
The
do
coils
they
are
go?
in the engine.
Yep.
And then they said they don't know. The second time we brought it back, they said, I'm sorry, we don't know. You need to take it for a long drive, see if that works.
To just see if it will work with
Yeah.
a long drive.
Yeah.
And at
Because
least
apparently, this is what they said.
Yeah.
They said little short journeys aren't good for this car. Which is... What's the point?
well, it's normally because you're going to B.
That's kind of why I bought it.
So to go to A to Z that's the preference for the
this
car.
is only for A to Z, yeah.
For those
apparently.
what kind of car is it, Matt?
It's a German car.
Yeah.
It's a Volkswagen.
A Volkswagen. It's Volkswagen
Yeah.
Golf, Beetle. What is it?
Golf.
Golf. Great
Yeah.
car. You know.
It's not. That's
No,
the
but
point.
listen here. One of the highest selling cars in the world ever, Matt. So it would appear that you have managed to purchase yourself a lemon. Rather than because I drive a Golf as well. I've only spent probably $25,000 on mine.
Right.
Yeah, I had to put a new gearbox in it, which cost $10,000.
Really?
Yeah,
You
but-
see, I couldn't do that.
Well,
Citroen.
A Citroen.
Citroen is German.
Zitrone.
Zitona
Yeah,
is German
Zitrone.
for lemon. Right,
So I've bought a German.
Zitrone.
that's great. Where did you get the German lady from?
Zitrone.
She was in your attic.
What is German for help, by the way?
Zitrone.
German for, let's have a look.
Hilfe.
Yep.
Hilfe,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hilfer. Yeah.
Hilfe.
I need somebody,
Hilfe.
not just anybody.
Hilfe.
You know I need someone.
Hilfe.
As you know, I'm a great fan of
Hilfe.
I'm a great fan of motor cars. Love motor cars. I think they're amazing. I don't think all of them are great. Some of the new ones are a bit bland and maybe a bit ordinary. But let's say, for example, if you could step back in time,
Right.
right? And there's a selection of cars there that you can see here. Now, that's not obviously for an audience that's listening to us, but there is a selection of cars up there. Could you pick one of those that you would prefer to have?
Oh, the ones that you've got up there.
Yeah,
or can
yeah.
I just pick any?
No, any car.
What's that? The British racing green one.
That is
Is that a Jag?
Jaguar. It is certainly
Yeah?
a Jaguar. It's a
E-Type? Is that
an
what they call
E-Type
it?
Jaguar. Yeah,
I'd go with one of them.
yeah,
I like them.
yeah. Well, that's good, and they are a beautiful car. In fact, they were one of the very first cars to build that were built back in the '60s that would reach 150 mile an hour. 0 to 60s in 7 seconds or so it's a pretty quick little old car. Problem is, with that, of course, it's an English car.
Good for short trips.
It's no good for anything,
Okay.
to be honest. If you reckon you're spending money on your car now, that's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, true.
It's because it's legendary that British cars were built to leak. And I mean, actual oil and fluids which make the engine run. So they do break down quite a bit. That's why I've only bought a model of it rather than the actual vehicle.
That probably works better than the actual.
Well, you push it, won't break down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but let's say, what kind of?
If I could choose any car, is that what
No,
you're
but I
asking?
mean, what is the image you want to portray? Like successful comedian, he turns up in his Maybach. You know what a Maybach is?
No.
Okay, it's a real. That's what all the super rich drive. A Maybach.
Okay.
It is one of the most expensive cars on the planet.
I'm going to Google it.
Yep. Rolls Royce and
How do you spell
Maybach. Yeah. MAY.
Yeah.
BACH, I believe. That's Maybach.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Which is a brand of car built by Mercedes Benz.
Oh, that's nice.
So they're hotted up Mercedes
Like
Benz.
that?
Yeah, that's it. That's a Maybach. Yeah, if you're super rich, you can have one of those.
Yeah.
Would you have that?
Yeah, that
Matt's
looks nice.
looking at the convertible Maybach. That's only probably about $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, something like that.
Oh, so that's like 3 gigs. 3 gigs worth.
3 gigs for you. Yeah. Yeah.
3 gigs. If you go and buy laugh per second in dollars.
Yeah, well, that's true. You could
that's
have
2
a
gigs.
lot of gigs on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's brilliant. So that's you don't know what but you said Jaguar.
Well, no, I'm going off of what you've got up there.
Okay, but in
'Cause
your
I like
own
that
in your
colour.
real world,
Yeah.
What do you want to go for?
Do you know a car I really like?
What's that?
The
Well, it's one of the questions.
the Aston Martin.
See, because you think
James
you're a
Bond.
bit of a James
The
Bond, don't you? Hey?
the Goldfinger one with the bulletproof, because I'm always getting shot.
When the slide comes at the back,
Yeah.
and all the bullets ding, ding, ding off the back of it, that's
And-
a DB5, I think. That was a DB5.
The ejector seat.
Yeah.
What's that, mother-in-law? You want the lift? I'll
Yeah.
give you a lift. Come on.
I think again though the problem we're going to have here again it's an English car. You've gone for another English vehicle.
Yeah.
And again, it's going to break down more than it's going to get you anywhere.
But we've just talked about the German car being the Volkswagen, which you're saying is so
Never
good.
breaks down.
It keeps breaking down.
Well,
My
okay.
one keeps
then,
breaking my,
what about looking in? What about some French cars then? I mean, you're an artist. You might like. They're very artistic cars, the French cars. So you've got sort of like your Peugeot.
Zitrone.
Help.
lemon? Okay, yeah, no. So you got the. Let me. Sorry. Shut up, German woman. Let's see. No, so French cars. Peugeot,
Peugeot, correct? Yeah.
Citroën. Did you?
Citroën, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's all
That's
I can
it,
think
yeah.
of. Is that all they've got?
That's pretty much the two main car companies in France.
Okay.
So in Germany, in Germany, you have 5 main cars:
BMW,
BMW,
Merc, Volkswagen.
correct?
Oh no, that was part of the Mercedes one you just told me about then.
Porsche.
Oh yeah, Porsche, of course.
Yeah,
God,
Porsche,
my
yeah.
dad'll hit me for that one, for getting that.
Your
Big
dad
Porsche
wouldn't want
fan.
you to have a Porsche.
No,
Or
he
he'd like
loves
it.
he like that. Porsche is his favourite car.
Well, see, this is the thing: is your old man got a Porsche?
He does, yeah. He's had
you-
he's had about 3 in his life.
And have you ever driven one?
No,
He won't.
I have
let
no
you?
interest. No, I've never asked. Well, the first one he had was when I was 6, and funnily
Well, you
enough,
couldn't drive it
he
then.
didn't let me drive.
Right.
But we drove to France in it. Me and my brother were in the back.
That's a long way from Perth.
It was from the UK.
Okay. Right, yeah.
9/11,
Yeah.
and not the date.
The car.
The car, yeah. And it was a
Convertible?
Was, no.
No.
It was gold in colour. I'm going to say, or gold or bronze. Can't remember. I mean, this was 85, 86.
Yeah, yeah.
And we went for a holiday in the south of France, and they said that they got up to 200 driving down some of the freeways. in
So
France.
parent of the year as well.
Yeah, I know. Me and my brother were on the back as
No
well. Which is,
seatbelts?
there is no. Well, I think there was. Actually, I don't know.
No seatbelts.
There wouldn't have been seatbelts.
What-
It was
what-
just two.
It's a 2-seater, really.
Yeah.
Effectively a 2-seater.
It was a 2-seater, yeah. But I mean, me and my brother were so small.
Yeah.
But we drove to France. That's how we went to holiday. And I don't know whether it would have
You
fit
must
all
have
the
got
bags.
there really quickly. You didn't take any bags.
We
Your old
just
man
had
bought stuff when you got there.
We just turned our underwear inside out over that.
Yeah. But how many days were you away in France for?
Oh, I can't remember, but
Yeah.
we were staying in the caravan. It was so warm. I just remember it being so warm.
Yeah.
And I remember there being this huge fat toad
Right.
outside at night.
Yeah, I think you might find that's the 911.
That's the French. This is getting away from cars.
That's okay.
There was a little carnival, like a
Yeah.
little one, and it was like a merry-go-round except with like little cars that you got in, right?
Yeah.
And you get in this. So I was sat in the car, and they'd do this thing where they had a teddy bear suspended from a fishing line, and they'd swing it at the kids that were on the merry-go-round, and if you caught it, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
It's like a ginormous
Or
teddy
you were
bear.
pulled off this.
And I didn't know what was going on. I was looking around, and all of a sudden, this teddy bear just hit me in the face. And still to this day, I'm just gutted that I didn't reach out and hold on to it. Like it was there for the taking.
I thought you were going to say terrified of teddy bears of this
No,
case.
only teddy bears on the end of fishing lines. But
Yeah.
so that was in a 911.
Yeah, so you've got a good car history, but no interest.
And the Jag. We've had the Jag.
The Jag as
That was
well,
a beautiful
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Silver, red leather interior.
See?
Thing is, the old man loves cars, but I just have no...
You missed that gene.
Yeah, my brother likes them. Brother
Yeah.
had a brilliant Mini Cooper-esque 69.
Well, see what's happening here is there's a little bit of information coming out that you were like, oh, I don't care, and now you got all the names and all the
But only of the ones that we've had. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were just talking about then, and that car looks pretty
The Maybach.
spectacular. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my only car knowledge is James Bond films.
Yep.
And my old man.
Okay. Who?
Panther Calistro. He's driven one of them before.
Yeah, that's
That
nice.
was cool. Not many people know about them ones, do they?
No, they don't. No,
There you
the
go.
old Panther's got a Ford motor in it. That one. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it does. There's Ford V8 in it. It's English. It's a. Look it up again. I think you might find it's built in somewhere.
So yeah, that's my limited knowledge of cars. What about you? What have you had?
I've only had 2 cars,
Okay.
only because I'm poor. But I've read a lot of books about them.
I've had 3 cars.
Yeah. Because I'm poor, I can't afford the cars that I really want, you know.
What was your first car?
My
There's a
first car was a
question.
Datsun 200B.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, now it will be. At the time, it was a bit of a stinker. Like you pulled up in my 200B. I smashed that into a BMW, so that was kind of cool in one way. You know, because I actually wrote it off. Then I sold it to my brother, and then he drove it for ages, yeah. Had a few problems. I took it away with me once camping, and we went down this road, which was a very undulating, you know, that's had those, whatever you call those things in the road.
Speed bumps?
No. But
Cobblestone.
where the rain's been coming down and it's all corrugated road.
River.
Yeah. And I was driving along the corrugated road in my 200B, and it was going up to the Buckland River, and it took about 6 hours on this road, this corrugated road, like bum, 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 bum. And the car pretty much disintegrated on the trip up. Yeah, so the radio fell out, the steering wheel fell off.
So were you like in the cartoon where you're just like still sitting and just chugging along with nothing?
It took us 4 hours to stop going. But the radio fell out of the car. All the shit fell. Half the dash fell off.
Wow.
The steering wheel didn't fall out, but it sort of shifted. Because in those old cars, they were designed to, when you had an accident, the steering wheel had a sort of a very weak point, which if you hit it, that would break.
Right.
And obviously make the steering wheel drop to the floor.
Okay.
So it doesn't go through your chest.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, that smashed. So
Okay.
yeah, we had a few problems. It made the turning circle massive because the steering wheel was all over the shop.
Wow.
So we just set fire to it at the Buckland River. If you go down, it's probably still there.
My mum and dad had a Datsun Cherry.
Yeah. Another very excitingly blown car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, now, you know, if you bought a 200B now, you'd pay $6,000 or $7,000 for that.
We had a garbage truck backed into it.
It's a
So it
shame.
was, yeah.
So what did he just keep?
No, it kept backing up slowly into it. My mum was screaming, telling them to stop, and actually, like, the car just started to cave in, just in the passenger side in the back. But
So
it
the
was
garbage
fine.
man broke your mum's cherry.
Yeah.